I'm concerned by President Trump's recent statement, shithole countries. I don't really like to say the word, but anyway. While it is true that even the president has the right to freedom of speech, and I can accept his Twitter account at Real Donald Trump as his personal opinions, and not statements by the President of the United States, I do get nuance. This time, the statements, while consistent with his opinion, was made in performance as President of the United States. As candidate, he represented himself, and so no damage. However, he is no longer acting as a private citizen. When he is in meetings, he is representing the country. Trump has been under constant attack. I don't see why he will listen to media or Washington. Yet I have to remind Trump voters, one of the reasons I was so frustrated and angry at President Obama was that after getting elected, he never became the President of the United States. He never listened to concerns addressed usually when people raise concerns after a terrorist attack. We were attacked for daring to question him by his supporters. They said we would not do this if he had been white. We were called hateful, bigoted, white supremacists. Yet, this is a free society, and the intent of the Constitution has been and always will be citizens' right to raise concerns. We are actually encouraged to do so, and the government's responsibility to address those concerns. What harm would it have been to review procedures on how vetting of refugees were done to ensure the maximum protection for citizens? While we also did what they already was doing, the humanitarian thing. It didn't need a whole lot of work. Just educate us, reassure us. It's government's job to reassure us, right? Well, today, the shoe is on the other foot. Thanks to media derangement and arrogance at all levels of government, Trump is now president, and you are the ones that have a chance to do the right thing and point out to him that while you support what he is doing, in this case, his words was inappropriate for the place that he was in. Yes, media will crow, and believe me, this is one thing I had to struggle with because I've been really frustrated with the derangement there. They might think they can pile on, but just because he owns this mistake does not mean he shouldn't continue to exercise his First Amendment rights as a private citizen. When you take the oath of office, it is not required that you forfeit any of the amendments in the Constitution. We all must balance personal life with our jobs. Trump should understand that, but if he forgets it occasionally, and there's a lot of frustration going on, we would be showing a lack of wisdom if we supporters fail to notice the difference. This country and the Constitution is what's important, and the last 3 decades of revenge politics, where the next president is less responsive to half the country, hurts us all. I fear this started with H.W. Bush and his election campaign with the Willie Horton ad. At the time, I didn't see a problem with it, but the fact is, perception does matter, and a lot of people did see it as racist, even though it was also factual, just like today with this issue. Then we had Bill Clinton, which is when I originally thought this problem started. Then W. Bush and Barack Obama. But it only takes one side to step back and to end this. This nation is sick, hurting, and the next 3, maybe 7 years, you and how you handle this president has the most influence. He will pay attention to you, just as Obama would have done so to his base. Remember also that 2015 and 2016, it was Democrats that believed the Republican Party was broke and irretrievably lost. And they woke up one morning and found out they were wrong. Like it or not, Democrats either in 2020, but surely by 2024, will have the presidency again. I find it frustrating under Bill Clinton, and saw no problem with revenge or pointing out that maybe they shouldn't have done what they did under Bill Clinton. So I stayed smug while George W. Bush represented just Republicans. That was a mistake. I truly believe Democrats would understand and avoid repeating the same mistake. A little bit of their own medicine, right? By 2012, for whatever reason, I realized they did not. But I also realized it was the future that was paying the price. While the grown-ups are screaming at each other and sticking to talking points, they are having less patience and no longer willing to listen to opposing viewpoints. Now they want to run to safe places. What's left? Even the First Amendment doesn't seem to be a protection anymore, or at least desired by them. They have eyes as well as ears. You may be telling them a lot of the right things, but they see in the media and you in day-to-day interactions on either Facebook, Twitter, all the other platforms. And while they might not understand the word hypocrisy, they might be too young or dumbed down, who knows, they can tell when you're not following your own rules. Democrats failed to learn the lesson. The ball's in your court, our court. I'm not saying abandon Trump. Just be consistent and remember, as president, he represents all of us. But he is still human with all the flaws. I prefer straight talk from the last 3 decades, but straight talk does not always have to be so brutal. It is possible to get your point across at the same time as you realize not everyone agrees with you. God gave us free will. Neither side should abandon that for party or any one individual. While he gave us all free will, he did not give us freedom from the repercussions. You fail to follow your conscience, then don't be shocked when you find yourself on the receiving end in 3 to 7 years. The payback will come. Thank you.